Hi everyone, this is LAR Games, and today I'm watching episode 5 of Symphogear GX. Last episode, Hibiki was finally able to transform again after an entire episode of not being able to. It's a very difficult problem to solve. Um, but then right as she was finally able to transform again, that's exactly what the bad guys wanted in the first place. They wanted her to transform so they could destroy her Symphogear, essentially, and, well, last time we saw her, she was unconscious and without a Symphogear, so not really sure what was going to happen. I feel like the bad guys are just going to leave because that was their intention, destroying her song or whatever. And I assume that's her Symphogear. So I don't think they just mean to kill people randomly. Because even with the killings of the random guys, they're doing it to acquire like energy in the form of memories or whatever to power the auto scores. So even that had a point. It wasn't just random killings, and they only really did it to men, if I recall. So they're not going to use them for that. So I guess we'll see what happens. Let's get started. Yep, alright, they're leaving. I'm interested to see what those enhanced Symphogear are like. You know her. She's a protagonist. She'll be fine. Oh, right. Whatever happened to the shards inside of her? I forgot what happened with that. Interesting setup for solar panels. You'd probably be able to save even more power if you didn't have those displays on with just screensavers in the background. Is it Noodle Guy? She could have let in with that. Alchemy? This is a flashback? This definitely is a flashback. Also, I like how he kind of looks similar to Characters from Full Metal Alchemist. So I guess we're gonna find out how she went from this to what she is now. Maybe you're not following the recipe. Following the recipe. That's what cooking is. Unless you know that what the changes are going to do, and you specifically want those changes. But if you're trying something for the first time and you follow the recipe exactly, it's going to come out exactly how the recipe says. So, hmm. So there must be like some sort of split existence or something where she like kind of shed her positive memories or something, giving her this sort of like vindictive drive. It was very calm burning there on the stake. I'm sure alchemy's a lot easier when you have all this technology to help you. Ah, so it's a copy, not necessarily split. Do wonder why their personalities are so different, though. It's not like she removed the bad memories either, because she remembered that bad thing happening to her dad. You'd think that she would be equally out for revenge. Kind of like how civilians in general are just not an issue anymore. I guess this area is just like mass evacuated already, just in case. I really like that. She looks really good in glasses. I like them a lot. God, she looks so good. I think her color scheme is what puts her above Tsubasa for me. I never really thought about it, but pink and black just work so well. They are? Oh, well, that's good news. What the heck? That's really good news. Okay, not for him. Not for him either, apparently. The biggest reason why Symphogears are so needed is because conventional weaponry was ineffective. But if you could just shoot them, that shouldn't be that difficult. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, I see. Mm-hmm. I like how our twin tails are actually inside of the like twin tail parts. Yo-yo. Two yo-yos. God, her design is so good. Her design isn't bad either. It just reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've mentioned this before. I really like how twin tails are actually weapons too. That's so good. Personally, I'm a pretty strong twin tail enjoyer, all thanks to the show Ore Twin Tail. Made me see the light in terms of twin tails. So I really appreciate her design, and I feel the main character of that series would as well. Though I don't know, maybe he would want her twin tails to be set free. I have no idea. Well, at least one of them looks good while doing it. Ah, okay, so this is why. Would have been interesting to see all of these repercussions of her using her Symphogear before, instead of just in a quick flashback. I like Shirabe's profile. Ah, so that's why they're working so much better. One thing that's always bugged me about certain series is whenever something happens, they show it happening first without explanation and then explain it with a flashback. I'd rather you just, lead in with the logical progression of events, always with the poses. These are probably the best looking villains so far in this series, I have to say. If you don't include Shirabe herself as as a villain. So they're all benders, huh? We already got the water bender, now the air bender. Now we just need fire and earth. Still waiting for the explanation here. I'm sure it'll be done soon enough, though. I assume she's fire, the twin-tailed one. I wonder if she's finished the enhanced Symphogears yet. Speak of the devil. Have they mentioned what the effects of using that drug are? I like the visual there of them behind her on the monitor, like if they're all standing together. They just both die on the spot. I hope that doesn't happen, obviously, because Shirabe is my favorite. Ah, okay. They're overdosing. I mean, that is a fairly light side effect so far. Would be nice if the enhanced Symphogears that she creates later make it so they don't need Linker anymore and are able to just fight normally. I also like the happy expression on the doll's face as her crystal broke. She's definitely the type to enjoy combat. Oh, also it's funny. You know how I mentioned that having one of those like giant wheel vehicles is not very practical because of the wheel being right in front of your face, so you can't see that well. Well, right after I watched that episode, I ended up getting YouTube recommendations for people actually making those vehicles, which I found pretty weird. Oh, yep, she's fired, definitely. Well, that was their goal once again. Temporarily. Yeah, she's definitely putting on a brave front right now. I don't think she's very comfortable with not having her Sympho gear anymore, especially with how she acted towards Maria when she just used it. So if Sympho gears lose to Alchemy, it's time for Alchemy and enhanced Sympho gears. Did she actually get her? Oh, it's her turn to lose it, I guess. Yeah, I was wondering. That show's a little distracting sometimes. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I was wondering how they're gonna switch out their Sympho gears if they're gonna replace it with the enhanced ones, but losing them kind of would explain that. You know, I should not want that to happen, but I feel Shirabe would distract me more than anyone. And I can't say those kinds of distractions are entirely unpleasant. Well, there we go, I guess. Oh. I mean, still good. I was just hoping for something more impressive. So enhanced Symphogear time? Have I mentioned how what a good design Shirabe has? There we go. Ah, man, she also looks really good. Look at that. I don't know if I could tell the difference. I could tell the difference in like the crystal thing, but not actually in the outfits themselves. All right, well, now we finally get to see the improved Symphogears. Symphogears boosted by alchemy, I assume. Um, so that's going to be interesting. Wonder what cool things those can do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my reaction. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.